guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jason of Mother Tucker's Antiques. We're going to do a good old haul video today. I think it'd only be fitting that we show what we purchased over the weekend. This is a haul video that is going to show everything that we purchased at the antique shops that we stopped at, including the things that we bought at the pop-up over the past week. To give you guys a little history, if you're not familiar, this past weekend, December 7th, Misty had a pop-up, and we were invited to be one of the vendors there. And again, Misty, thank you so much. We are so honored and privileged to be able to participate in that. But in typical Jason and Tina fashion, we sold a few boxes of merchandise or inventory at the pop-up. And on our way out and on our way back, we stopped at some antique malls, and we probably purchased about as much as we sold. And I'm okay with that because a lot of these things, most of them are going to go into our collection. And sometimes it's nice to travel out of the area and see what the rest of the country or some other states or some other regions have, because it's definitely different from what we have here in Pennsylvania. So I have written down some of the names of the places that we went to because I want to make sure that if you guys get in those areas, you can stop. So on our way out, we stopped in the Pittsburgh area. We like to go antiquing around Irwin, which is it's about, I'd say it's a little south and a little east of Pittsburgh. We went to a place called The Hub. So I'm going to list all the names of the shops and their addresses down below. So if you go to those regions, you can visit. So we went to The Hub. We also stopped at Miller's Crossing, which is in Pittsburgh. Then when we got to Bedford, Indiana, we of course went to Riverside. We had a great time shopping booth 16. If you guys ever get to Bedford, you have to get in there to that shop, and especially to check out the one, the only, the world famous booth 16. Then we also went to White River Antiques, which was in Bedford. Then when we left on Sunday, we drove up to Thorntown, and hopefully I said that right, in Indiana, to see the two fellas that own Countryside Antiques. If you guys are ever near Indianapolis, it's a hop, skip, and a jump. Make sure you go check that mall out. It is filled with tons of goodies. Then we stayed over one more day. We stayed overnight in Ohio. We stayed near Toledo, and as we were getting onto the highway, we didn't realize that we were so close to, and I hope I say it right, it's called Maumee's Antique Mall, which was fun. We ran through that, but that's a nice sized mall, so if you guys have some time to actually spend to shop there, it's well worth it. And the reason why we stayed over one more night was because we wanted to go to the one, the only sweet Lorain. And let me tell you guys, as somebody who loves kitsch in mid-century and holiday, it was a paradise. I did not film there. I do regret now not filming there, but I wanted to enjoy the experience, not as a YouTuber or as a reseller. I wanted to enjoy it as a customer. I don't get to do that much anymore. So seeing that me and Tina had worked so hard this past weekend, we thought we would just experience it as a customer. And boy, did we find some goodies. So I want to show you guys everything that we purchased. I'm going to do my best to tell you where we got it from and if I can remember how much. But I think it'll just be fun if you guys can spend a little time with me seeing what we purchased for ourselves, okay? But when we got there, a couple of our friends had gifts for us, so I want to show those to you first. I want to thank the very lovely Heather of Antique Agenda. She not only gave us a gift, but she went as far as to ship the gift to Amy and have Amy give it to us. So, Heather, thank you so much for this cute little girl. If you guys, or this anthropomorphic girl, because you can see her antlers, if you guys know Mother Tuckers, you know that this is what we are into and what we collect. She will be well loved. I think she will have a special spot in our Christmas displays. So she is a handmade, homemade, she has a styrofoam face. It's actually covered in a pantyhose. I always say that wrong, but nylon, okay? And she is this cute little Christmas girl. So Heather, thank you so much for the sweet gift. Means the world to us. Thank you so much. And my vintage sister, the one, the only Amy of Enamor Amy, she gifted this to me. This is a little styrofoam snowman. We know that he was definitely mass-produced, or should I say created by a company, because he has his little stamp on the bottom that says, I think it says he was 49 cents originally. So, Amy, thank you so much. He will have a permanent place in my Christmas styrofoam collection. And again, dreams do come true because Mama Pam has known that I've been looking for these two albums for a very long time. I used to put on a mustache, and when I would wear a white mustache to act goofy and wear certain kind of hats or things, I kind of looked like Colonel Sanders. So it kind of became a short-term running joke about Colonel Sanders. Also, a few years ago, they put out some throwback chicken buckets. They threw some throwback chicken buckets that were retro, and they were always put out at Christmas. I think they've since stopped that. I think they only did it for 2 or 3 years. I collected them. I'd run out. I'd beg the guys or the people that worked there to sell me one without chicken in it. And I want to do a little Christmas display. So the one, the only Colonel Sanders, and thank you, Pam. Pam found these for me, and they're not only do they fit the bill for the Colonel Sanders, but they also go into the vinyl collection. So she found me, and they're in super good condition. She found me not only the one, apparently she told me there's 3 albums. She found me this one, which is Christmas Day, and then she found me Christmas Eve with the one, the only Colonel Sanders. So Pam, thank you so much. You're so sweet. They will live with me for a good long time. So let's get into it. I have some things sitting here in front of me. I'm probably not going to do it in chronological order of which we shopped. So I'm just grabbing off the pile because truth be told, I need to pack some of this away or put it out for Christmas because there are 1 or 2 things that we bought for live sales. So these are the items that we bought at Countryside, okay? So first thing is it has a condition issue, but I have wanted one of these for my collection for a long time. So this is one of those mica glittered, okay? And this would have been used in a store. It would have been used in a commercial area. It says, use our layaway plan for Christmas. I have wanted one of these for a good long time. The little bit of wear over there does not bother me. We paid $20 for this, but it was 30% off. So I think that was a heck of a deal. I still think it displays beautifully. And being somebody who owns a brick and mortar, finding some of these store displays means a lot to me because I could see how useful they were in grabbing folks' attention so that they would take advantage of that. So we did find that. We found this. It's made in Portugal. It's very mid-century, very Scandinavian kind of. It is an ashtray. I believe there may have been more ashtrays at one time or maybe more graduating sizes. But I do love this Christmas tree dish. Let me hold it this way so you can see. And we'll use this on our table for holidays. Maybe we'll put some nuts in it. Maybe we will just use it to put candies in. And here is the little ashtray that sits inside. So we were really excited to find that. So bear with me while I clinkety-clankety move things around. So we did get that. We found this Brock's candy tin. If you guys know, Brock's things are not getting any easier to find. It seems that Brock's was more prevalent in the Midwest than around here. You could get it here at grocery stores, you still can. But as for like just their take-home candy things, not so much here. So I was excited to find this, and I will use this as a riser for all those candies. I hope to do a candy Christmas someday. So that will go into that, okay? Oh, God, this girl is so sassy. And we love things that are handmade because they're the true one of a kind. So this lady is going to go into our collection. She is one of those fantastic heads that are used on cone dolls or for crafting. So we do believe that somebody crafted her. Come on, look at those plastic hands. And she has a cone underneath. So she was made by somebody. She has some sequins around the bottom here. She has sequins around her collar, and she has this gorgeous velvet dress. And I just think she is sassy, and she's very regal. She can be used as a tree topper, or she can sit. So she will be in our collection for a good long time. I do love tumblers, so we did find this incredible Christmas tumbler. It wasn't a full set, but these are fun to use to drink your eggnog out of. They're great to actually mix and match on your table, so we will be using that. What else did we find there? We found this incredible mid-century modern little dish It has some gold holly on it and some flecks on it. These would have been used as ashtrays. We do collect these, and this will go in our display. So, what else did we get? We've been collecting these made in Germany, these little trees. They're made of foil. They're from the 50s, I believe. So, let me take one of them out of the bag. These were $12 at 20% off, which I thought was one heck of a deal. So, we did find these. And one of them still had its little tag. I think it was the other one that said that it was made in Germany. So we were so excited to find two of those. Those are things I only see online. I never see them in person. Tina found this girl. She collects these nylon angels. And this is one that she did not have. So she's missing a little rhinestone, but we will find one for her. She's super cute. So we found her. Now we did find a few things that were not Christmas there, but the two fellas, before I end showing you Christmas, the two fellas gifted us her. Thank you guys so much. They even sent us with a care package. I'm telling you guys, you need to go to their open houses because they roll out the red carpet. They have a whole refreshments area. It's always themed, the whole store. Countryside is just completely decorated like an old school department store. It's a must-see. But fellas, thank you so much for her. We're going to zhuzh her up a little bit. And there's a styrofoam fella that I was saying is going to be her little partner. So they will go together. So we did find some things that weren't Christmas in there. Tina found this incredible fish brooch. I hope I'm holding it the right way, but I think that's super mid-century. It's like it has some coral around it and rhinestones. She found this fun plastic brooch, so she's going to repurpose that or wear it. And this rapture of the depth could never happen to me. So, my gosh, this guy, he is a scuba diver. He's a scuba diver, and he is going to go in with our Nautical and Tina's mermaid collection. So it is an ashtray. It's just a fun, different 1950s creation. So it doesn't look like it was ever used. If it was once or twice. But look how animated he is. Oh God. And the fish, and then the little starfish down there. Just super cute, very wacky, very kitschy. Definitely what we do. So I'm going to pause for a moment. I'm going to clean up a little bit, and then I'm going to come back with some more hauls. So hang tight. All right, guys. Now, I don't know why I always put my hands up like that. All right, guys. Here are some items that we got from Sweet Lorain. What I love is that the prices are still on them. So when I was actually at Countryside, I had seen that the fellas in their personal collection had some of these. So I was really excited. Let me see if you can see. They are candles. These are new old stock. These are Halo. I usually collect girly candles. So Halo must have been more of a Midwest thing. I don't see them too much around here. But I did find two of them, and these will go into our display. I'm really excited. They're very Holt Howard style. I don't know if we'll keep the plastic on or take it off, but they do both have their original paperwork, and they were $25. And actually, that's a doggone good price for it being new old stock, especially in such good condition, and there is no damage to them. So we were really excited to find, I was really excited to find those. I'm more into the candles than Tina is. So I might share some of these. Well, I'm going to have to share some of these, but I did find these. I think there's maybe a good handful, so there's probably 8 of them. These are unused, and these to me scream New Year's and Christmas. So I do love me some eggnog. So I have some pink elephants. We do collect pink elephants. They're little pink elephants, and they are actually reading, I think it's like a little recipe. So it's an eggnog recipe, and they are making eggnog in a great mid-century brandy snifter. So these are Holiday Hilarity, and it's from California artists, made in the USA. And on the inside, it reads, Season's greetings and best wishes for a happy new year. So these would make great New Year's cards, which they are, but to go into your New Year's Eve display. So I like to do a little New Year's Eve display. I think that doesn't get a lot of doesn't get its due justice, just like Thanksgiving doesn't. But at Christmas time, I do like to have some New Year's things, so I might offer up a few of those in a live sale. I found these new old stock. You guys, if you love space-inspired Christmas, here is new old stock, and they get 8 of them for $8. They're little gift tags with that little fella. I think a Valentino friend of mine might be getting some of those for Christmas, so don't tell him. Tina found this fun, kitschy styrofoam snowman. He was $1, so he was super fun. The fella who owns Sweet Lorain was sweet enough. We really wanted this, and I believe this may have been produced. Maybe not homemade. He had this mobile Santa hanging, and he didn't have it priced. We asked if it was for sale. He said that it was his personal collection, and before we left, he did go ahead and give us a price for it, and he did sell it to us. So I think this is really neat and mod in mid-century, and I'm going to hang this for my valance in my dining room. So we were very excited to have that, and to know that these things came from Sweet Lorain meant even more. So I did find some ephemera. Some of these, all these are going to be for keeps. So here, this is Christmas decoration ideas. It's a book all on styrofoam. So I like to try to learn the history or the ideas, how these things came to be. If there's interest, let me know down in the comments. I'll go and we'll open them and we'll share them. But I'll just show you here. It gives you some of the ideas or some of the crafts of styrofoam centerpieces. So we did purchase that. This is new ideas for Christmas. It's number 8. I'm trying to find you guys a year on it. It doesn't say a year, but I'm sure it's from the early 1960s. So I do love these magazines. They give me inspiration, so I know what to look for or to sort of figure out the era in which we find things. So bear with me. I'm making a mess here. Oh, that's a Christmas gift for somebody, so I can't share it with you. I did find another. This is a Woman's Day. This should have a date on it, a year. Oh my goodness, I don't see a year on the front. So I believe this is 1960s, but this will be fun to look through. And I do put some of these out in our displays so that folks can leaf through them. And it also makes you feel like you're in the 60s or in the 50s, because what would be on your coffee table but a Christmas Woman's Day? So we were very excited to find that. I love what I think is sort of hard to find, and this probably another publication by the Cleveland Press. So there's no way I would have ever found this around here. The Cleveland Press, and I paid up for this. This was $5, but first of all, let's look at those graphics. Let's look at Santa Claus there. Yes, we have a little tape residue. He has what I believe he's carrying a fruitcake there, and he has this fun deer popping out from behind him. And yes, on the back it gives you a fruitcake and candy shelled recipe. Here it gives you some of these fun different recipes like Christmas cookies, and the font, they have candy is dandy. So I was thinking maybe if we have the time this year, because we want to keep creating content, I thought maybe we would find a recipe in here, me and Tina or myself, and I'll go ahead and try to make it. If not, that will go with my vintage Christmas things, or someday we might try to repurpose these graphics for something. So I thought that was super fun. One more thing that we got at Sweet Lorain's. Y'all know we love the styrofoam and things that are one of a kind. This poor girl, we have to fix her hair. She gets sort of a little comb over here, but we will put a little dollop of glue on that. But look at this incredible angel made out of styrofoam. She has a little tree in her hand, and she has one of these little stockinette faces. So she, I think, was a heck of a deal. She was $20. $20. We love it. Look at the glitter down there, the rickrack, and then the crinoline that was used on her. She is fantastic. So she's going upstairs and going in our Christmas display this year. So I'm going to switch over. Well, hold on. I got one more thing that we got at Sweet Lorain's. Well, that I can reach. We got a few more things at Sweet Lorain's. You guys know I love my styrofoam, and this was only $15. Look at that plastic, fantastic. All of those flowers, and it's in this glittered styrofoam base. Now, there's like nails here. I believe that this would have sat in something. Maybe it was supposed to be a store display, but I don't think they ever used it. So we will repurpose this and use that. I love it. 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 So we have that. We purchased this from Laura and Mary Beth, the Fatbird. So I am switching gears because I'm just trying to grab what I have right here in front of me. So we are going to open this and use this. This is a chenille centerpiece. You can see there's styrofoam on it. It's white chenille, and I believe it just needs fluffed up. So they were charging $20 for this tabletop creation. You can see that it has some mercury glass beads on it, and it's this gorgeous tree. So in the box is not doing it justice, but we're going to get this sucker out, and we are going to use it. I think we're going to use it this year because, truth be told, I had my decorations up all year long. So we're going to I'm going to move some things around. I'm going to move some things around so it's fresh. So then we purchased this from Barb. This is a little earlier than what we do, but I couldn't let this behind. This was so pinup girl, early pinup girl. It's from the 1920s. Christmas Rush takes you behind the scenes in a big department store. I believe it's like a gossip, or it's like a little story that the St. Louis Globe would have put out in their publication newspaper, and it's from December of 1939. So it is this gorgeous woman. She has those Betty Boop kind of eyes. You can see the fella. He's got his little, I think that would be like a little tack hammer. So he probably was like he put down in the comments, what the heck, was it a hobbler? I think it was a hobbler that made shoes. Correct me if I'm right or wrong. That's digging deep, folks. I think he would have been a hobbler making shoes, whatever. He was a shoemaker. There's a glare on there. And then those mannequins in the background. So that is original. And what even makes this neater is that the fact that somebody recycled, and I think they may have put the original picture and used it as their background. So, because I think that's the way it was meant to be hung, was horizontally, but then when it's in there, it's vertically. So thank you, Barb. This was such a great pleasure purchasing this from you. And we will find a place in our Christmas display to display that. So give me a moment here to move some things around because I don't want to break these things, and I'll be back. Be back with one or two more segments of our haul. All right, guys, welcome back. Now this is a little potpourri of items that we purchased in the Pittsburgh region on our way out to Bedford. So I like to find these and pick them up when they're like under 20 or 20 in that region, because I don't know. Maybe you guys are collectors. You set like a price point in your mind, and you're like, I will only buy these things if they are at, this price or below. So I love Reselling. I wouldn't have the patience or the skill to create them, but we do have a small collection of card holders, and I love the non-traditional colors of this one. So this one was 20. So we added this one to our collection. You can see it is the Noel with these fun angels in the pink and the green. So that one will go in our collection. And of course, I'm particular on how you fold these, because if they stay folded a certain way too long, then they hold that shape for a long time. So that's going into our collection. Gosh, I think this is missing its candy cane. I don't know if this is a one of a kind, if somebody made it, or it was a kit from back in the day. This we paid up for. This was $20. But this is so mod in mid-century. It has that face on it. I believe it'd be like a Santa-style face. I think it would have had a little foil candy cane glued on there. So let me see if I can bend this foil piece back up. Me and Tina will go ahead and add some more details to this, but this will stay with us. This is what I love about Christmas. That 50s, 60s, very mod, unique era kind of things, where I can even see it being like some fella who dressed up as Santa Claus. So I think that was well worth $20. The longer I collect things, I want my things to be unique and different. I don't mind having things that other people do, but I want mine to just be a little different. So I cannot quit with the hobbyist pieces. This guy was $5. I needed him. Look at this chubby little snowman. He has little polka dots on his scarf. He's super cute. God, I love it. I got to tone it down with the hobbyist pieces, because if you can find them affordably, you can go overboard, and I'm not going to have room for him. But I love him, and he'll go in our collection. We don't find a lot of bottle brush trees that are in good condition. These were $6 each. So we'll probably rotate some of our vintage inspired ones and replace them with these authentic ones. There are some mercury beads in there, and you can see they're not really flattened. And at $6 each, that's a deal, guys. Anytime you can find an original bottle brush tree. When I saw this had Tina written all over it. This was $8, but this kitschy little angel ornament, she's going to make a great tree topper for one of our miniature trees. Some of her little stars are a little loose up here. We might put a dab of glue in to secure them. There might be a little issue here or there on her flocking, but she is fantastic, and she will stay with us for a good long time. She was just $8. You can see how big she is. I think that's a good price. This guy's made in Korea, but we don't have him, and I thought he was really fun. He has a Holt Howard, kind of a Joseph kind of feel about him, so he's going to stay with us, and he was a whopping $6, and he's a little bell. Believe it or not, we don't have these, and we collect the Christ ceramics, so we found Santa and Mrs. Claus. These are in very good condition. Usually she's missing all of her stripes when you do find her, and he's missing a lot of his paint when you find him, but they both have their rhinestones. These were $15. Again, everything I'm showing you right now came from the Pittsburgh area, so we're so excited to add those to our collection. And we all say this, or should I say a lot of us resellers think it, they didn't do Mrs. Claus justice, and a lot of the times they depicted her. I think they did a good job with her. They made her sweet, kitschy. She's like, eat, Papa, eat. I can't eat any more cookies, Mrs. Claus. I just can't. I tell you. So I need help. So we added those to our collection. I did buy 2 of these. I can only find one right now. I wish I would have bought them all now. So these are covered in that aluminum, kind of the aluminum mesh. They're very atomic. I thought they would look good on our tree. If I'm fortunate to get back out there, these were $8. I think I would buy the other ones. They did have some, like, you can kind of see they have some green aging spots to them, but now in hindsight, I wish I would have bought some more, so I would have had 4. I have 2 when I find the other one, but I have 2, so 2 should suit, but I wish I would have bought all 4 of them. So we don't normally buy a ton of ornaments, but we were really excited to find this one with the snowman on it. And there's a glare. See if we can get in here. So the one side says Merry, and then the other side here says Christmas. So there you go. You guys can see it now. Sorry for the ring light, but that will go on our tree. So really excited to find that. I think, and I also found a McCall's from 1953. So McCall's from 1953 to go with my vintage Christmas magazines. And again, I'll leaf through this and see what kind of great ads are in there. It's in overall good condition, but boy, isn't that just a fantastic graphic. So I love him. So I'm going to pause again. I'm going to do a little bit more cleaning up, and I think we'll be in our last stretch here of the haul. Thanks for hanging around this long, guys. You guys, as I'm going through it, I thought I had one more round to show you. Hold on to your girdle, Myrtle, because I just found a whole nother banana box full of stuff that we bought. So if this is too long, I'm sorry, but hopefully y'all can hang tight with us. I want to show you everything we got. So here we go. This is stuff this is still a haul here from Sweet Lorain. I found this snowman mailbag. Look at the lenticular eyes. I don't have him for our collection, so he's going to stay with us. And just because I say they're staying with us, how much was he? He was only $14, you guys. Doesn't mean it won't be for sale maybe next holiday. But as for right now, I think it's going to stay with us. This came from White River in Bedford, Indiana. This is a Brucilla mailbag. It was $22. Santa, I love him. I think he is fantastic. I will be doing I'll be doing a shop with me from there, so you will see me find this. I don't know if this video will come out before or after that one. So excited to find that and add him. Tina has an addiction with tea towels. She can rotate them daily in a holiday, and she found this one for us. This one is in very good condition. It says Merry Christmas, and it is two-sided. So we have that. We do a little display of brides and grooms around Valentine's Day. So we are going to add these fun little cards to our collection. Tina found this fun spun head Santa little ornament in his little candy cane goodness, his little jumpsuit there. So he will go in our collection. We paid up for him. He was 12, but really he's in really good condition. So he will be in our Christmas displays. We found this guy. I don't know that he would have necessarily, Tina thought he was an angel. I think he's a little choir boy. So I don't think he's missing anything. So we found this fun little handmade probably, or Japan. I believe it may have been maybe a place card or something. I'm not too sure. But it's this fun little choir boy. So we will add him to our collection. Sit him down. We also found some Easter things. If you guys know us, we love Easter. So I found this fantastic little Easter bunny girl. She has her little purse. She's in her little jumpsuit. So she was $5. We had to bring her home. Tina told me about this as we were walking out, and I had to turn around and go back and buy it. I love the larger spun head pieces from maybe the 40s and early 50s. This guy here is a drunken guy. So he's all dressed up in his tuxedo. He has sort of these party favors. He's going to be my new drunken New Year's Eve guy. So he will go in my New Year's Eve displays because it looks like he had a few too many New Year's Eve party. He grabbed some streamers and he's got to hold himself up against the lamppost. So you can see that it is all made of crepe paper, and then it is a chenille body, cardboard, and then a spun cotton head. I cannot believe that I found this, or Tina found it. I can't believe I purchased it. These are so hard to find, these larger ones. I actually regretted years ago, there was a Thanksgiving scene. Actually, I think Nancy had it at Mother Tucker's, and I passed it up. Didn't buy it. Now I wish I would have. So we do like to find some of these. We don't have many of them. But this guy here, he will be used as our New Year's Eve party kind of guy. So I found this at Sweet Lorain. There is a little issue with the ear, but look at the lenticular face on the bunny. It is a candy box, so that will go in our Easter display. I'll fix the ear a little bit better. I am going to sell some of these and keep some of these. They're new old stock. Happy New Year's. They are the little party cups, so I'll try to part those out. If not this year, there's going to be a lot of holiday sales coming up in the future. I'll sell them then. I actually passed this guy out a few years ago. Napco did a sculpt sort of like this, but this is actual California pottery. And I think it's Betty Lou. It's Betty Lou. It's stamped on the bottom. He has a little wear to his button here, but I don't care. I'm really getting into the California pottery style things, and he is from the 1950s. He is a planter. I'm going to hang some candy canes out of that. I think there's a little wear right there. I think it's a little chipping to the glaze, but I don't care. He was $28, and the fact that he came from Cleveland, I think that made me ignore the fact that there was any issues with the glaze. I also, let's stick with Sweet Lorain. So we found this fun little couple made out of styrofoam. It's a Mr. and Mrs. You can see they even gave her some sequin earrings. I don't know if these are supposed to be Mr. and Mrs. Claus. I think that's what they're supposed to be, but they were really fun. And for $12, yes, please. Because if you know, I love styrofoam. So yes, 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 please. I found this little silk ornament bunny pick. He will go in our Easter display this year. He was a whopping $8, which was a great price. So we got him. We got these. These we paid up a little bit for. These were $15, but my goodness, do we like them. These are little die cut pieces that you use to put on your Easter eggs. So I will repurpose those and use those in our Easter display. It's a whole box full of them. It's sealed, so I really can't show you guys too much. but those graphics are incredible, and some of this stuff is getting increasingly harder to find. We found this in Toledo on our way. So I think this was $20. It is missing its lid, but it is this great peanut butter tin with these little brownies or pixies on the side. So I will find something to put in there, like a little flower, and we'll use this in our Christmas display. So we were excited to find that. This came from Toledo. This is Santa Claus Brings Good Cheer. Santa Claus Brings Good Cheer. That's what it says on the bottom. And it's a fun vintage tumbler, and it was $11.50. So I was really excited to add that to my tumbler collection. These also came from Toledo. Tina was excited. The woman marked them down for her. So we got this fun little red flocked little Christmas mouse. And then we got this fun little flocked goober. Not too sure if it's a mouse. I believe it might be a mouse. So we found that to add to our collection as well. So, we showed this in our one video on the way out to Pittsburgh, but I don't think we did a good job. Amy sold one of these years ago when I sold on a sale with her, and we were excited to find one for ourselves. This is a little candy box. Let me make sure, yeah, everything inside, it's in very good condition. It is called Fun, Tasty, Decorative. It is a candy carousel. So here is the original box. These are hard to find in good condition. So it has all of its features in it. And it's this fun cardboard little carousel. And it has a little hanger so you can hang it and then it spins around. So I remember when she sold it, I was fascinated by it. And we were so happy to finally find one to add to our collection with the original box. So, going to put in fast forward, gang. Hang on. We will be back with some more of our haul. I tell you guys, I'm ashamed of myself, but I'd be lying to you. So, all right, let's do a speed round here. Show you guys some more things that we found. This is a handmade that came from White River. It's a little Santa, and it's on a hurricane glass chimney. So I love him. Then I found these goobers. Don't want to break anything. I found these goobers. These fun, I think these are lambs. I don't know. But these fun little lambs. There's a little repair to the ear, but these little guys are going to go into our Easter displays. So we were so excited to find those and add them to our Easter displays. Again, they came from Bedford. This little plastic guy here, he came from Pittsburgh. So he might be, I think he'll be for sale. I did find the other ornament that I was just talking about. But we found this guy. God, I love him. We found him in Toledo. He's a hobbyist piece. So he's going to hang out with us for a while in our display. This stuff here came from Sweet Lorain. So I found this for myself. I sold a bunch of these last year, and I really don't have any in my collection. So we found one of the big matchbooks. It says Season's Greetings. And if we can open it up here, you open it up, and it says Broadway Savings. It was $5, but look at those deer. So that is going to stay with us because I sold all of them. I don't have any for myself. Again, like I said, me and Tina collect brides and grooms. This Spunhead Chenille Bride and Groom, they're going to go in our collection. We were so excited to find those. Like I said, we collect Easter. So let me find this fun kitschy creation here. It's a little bunny that they put a face on the brandy snifter. And then there is the little Easter bonnet. So how kitschy is that? Oh my gosh, I love that. I can't even tell you how happy I was to score that. It is missing one of its little plastic flowers, but we have some of those, and we will zhuzh this up and be good as new. Well, it's still here. There it is. It was on there. It just fell off, so I will fix it as soon as we're done. I found this fun Sears and Roebuck Christmas box. Look at this fun Christmas box. So mid-century. I have it upside down for you guys. And it says Sears and Roebuck on it. So that will be used as a riser in our Christmas displays. So fun. And then last but not least, the highlight, I think, Tina collects mermaids and fish. and we were so excited to find this. I believe it's an old snow globe. Let me turn my light off because you guys got to be able to see this. Let's turn the light off. So with no glare on it, you can see it is this bathing beauty. I believe it would have been filled with water, and it would have been a fun little snow globe. So she will be going into our Nautical Beachy Mermaid collection. Gang, there were a few more things that we did buy. I'm not going to hold us up. This video is going to be long enough. So maybe if I can get them together, I'll do another small haul. If not, you guys saw the majority of the things we bought. Again, if you made it this far, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Please make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Please leave a comment down below. Please give us a thumbs up. It's going to keep us motivated to keep doing these fun videos for and with you guys. So, guys, happy holidays. Thank you so much for all of your support. Thank you guys to the ones that we met in Bedford. It was great getting to meet some of you guys in person. It was great getting to talk to you guys. We had such a blast, and we will be participating next year with Misty as well. So we look forward to that. So until the next one, guys, please have a good one. See you then.